Today, we would run through the biblical, we would sprint through the Bible, okay, this Bible, about the biblical perspectives on missions. Okay, so our God, He is a missionary God. And this morning we would be talking about that one. We would be running through verses. You know, in the beginning, God designed man to have dominion over the earth. Okay, Genesis 1:28, Adam had dominion over the earth. But when in Genesis 3, Satan entered the Garden of Eden, the serpent, and he tempted Eve and Adam to eat that forbidden fruit. And so they were tempted and they sinned. Because of that one, there is punishment. And this purpose of God, that He would be worshipped, that He would have fellowship with His creation. So what happened was that in Genesis 3:15, God, He said this to the serpent, that I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise you on the head, and you shall bruise him on the heel. So this one, okay, this is God's announcement of His redemptive purpose of man. Okay, that one day God would send through the seed of the woman someone, okay, who would bring the blessing. Yeah, because it's always God's will that He would bless His creation. But because of that sin, no more. And then we understand that Genesis 6, the flood of Noah, everything was wickedness in the intents of the hearts of man. God washed it away. And in Genesis 12, during Abraham's life, God picked Abraham, out of 70 tribes. God picked Abram, okay, sovereignly, okay, sovereignly. Everybody say sovereignly.
Sovereignly.
So he picked Abram of Ur of the Chaldees to bring this blessing, and He said to Abram, go forth your country and from your kindred and your father's household to the land which I will show you. So go, okay, there's the word go, to the land I will show you. I will make your name great, and I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing.
Amen.
Amen. So God told Abram to go to a land which He will show him with a promise of blessing him. For what? That Abram will be a blessing to many nations. Okay, He said there, and I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you, and I make your name great, and you shall be a blessing.
Amen.
So Abram, out of the 70 tribes, 70 different people groups, God chose him sovereignly, blessed him to be a blessing. Okay? Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, amen. So that's Great Commission number 1. He was blessed to be a blessing. And so today we would be running through some verses here, scripture stories in the Bible, great stories in the Bible, showing that God blessed His people to be a blessing to many, many nations. Amen. So it's like God blessed Abram, blessed. So this is the top line, and to be a blessing, to be a blessing, to be a blessing. Okay? So that's Abram. And Abram bore Isaac, and God blessed Isaac to be a blessing as well. And Isaac bore Jacob to be a blessing as well. So it carried on, and even to Moses' time. And in Moses' time, we will see here one very, very interesting story about Moses bringing the God of Israel to Egypt, and the Pharaoh of Egypt, he didn't recognize the power of the God of Abram, God of Moses, God of Jacob. It's like God's reputation was not yet established here on earth. It's a very famous story, very amazing, that in Exodus chapter 5, I would read Moses saying here, thus says the Lord of God of Israel, let my people go that they may celebrate the feast to me in the wilderness. But Pharaoh said, who is the Lord that I should obey His voice and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, and besides, I will let Israel go. So we would see from this, God's reputation is not well established on this earth. In fact, if we would continue reading that story, Pharaoh even punished the Israelites with hard labor, even more. So God, this God of the Bible, the God of Israel, God of Abram, Jacob, and Isaac, He caused plagues. Plagues to the land of Egypt, 10 plagues, different plagues, not only to punish the Egyptians, not only to give Israel, not only to bless Israel, but also to be a blessing. Yeah? Because so that the people surrounding them, travelers, and merchants, and businessmen who are going to Egypt, going to the market, oh, what's happening? let's say, for example, the boils that these Egyptians were experiencing during that plague when God punished them with boils. And the merchants would, oh, what's happening to these Egyptians? They're having boils. And they would talk a lot with oh, I think we have heard that the God of the Hebrews is punishing them. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, you see? So that all the peoples, everybody saying all peoples will see the God of the Bible, the power of the Bible, so that they would also be blessed. And after boils and lice and locusts, after the 10 plagues of Egypt that God brought them, finally Pharaoh let them go. Okay? Let them go. And in Exodus 12, we would see that Exodus 12, 37 to 38, we would see that we would witness here that not only were the Israelites were free or go to the land that God will show them, but also they were joined with mixed multitudes. Okay? Mixed multitudes. Other people from other tribes, they were joining the Israelites like, hey, where are you going? We're going somewhere. Come on. And they come with. Yeah. So they received the blessing as well. Yeah, and amazing. The time, God's reputation at the time, Pharaoh got established, and then God pulverized, Egypt, so that they would yield to His kingdom.